stop studying chemistry the same way you study biology. Hey guys, it's Karuna and I hope everyone watching this video are taking care of themselves, and welcome back to my channel. So as you have seen in the thumbnail and the title, today I'm gonna talk about how I study chemistry for my ICSE examination. So without any delay, let's get into the video. First of all, let me make this clear to everyone that please stop studying chemistry the same way you study biology. Bio is full of theory, you can mug it up, you can memorize everything, but with chemistry that is not the case. Chemistry is full of reactions, concepts. For this you have to have a different approach. So in this video I'm going to provide you everything step by step: when to start studying chemistry, how to study, what are the mistakes that you might do while studying chemistry, and how to avoid it. And at the end of the video I'm going to provide you some tips and tricks how to study a few concepts that may be confusing chemistry on future. So without any further, let's get into the video. Before starting about your strategies, first of all, I want to quickly talk about what book I used for my ICSE examination, because this is very important. So my only source of book was Selina, which was provided by my school. Okay, this is an only source of book which I use for my ICSE examination. Along with that, I solved few PYQs. I did not use any reference book, and to be honest, right now you have hardly 20 days left, so thinking about the reference book, buying it and starting is useless. So stop doing that and focus on the books which your school have provided. And my main goal and my focus is on Selina, because it provides everything: concepts, reactions, numericals, and also the back questions are very important from this book, so you can stick to this. When to start studying? Honestly, the perfect time for you to start studying chemistry was the first session, but we cannot travel
back to those days and start studying again.
So the second best time for you to study is today. Stop waiting for the motivation. If you are thinking some magical morning you will wake up and you feel inspired to solve the whole concept questions, then it's not happening. Start studying right now. After finishing this video, go to your study table and open your chemistry book. Start studying with either organic chemistry or study of compounds. If you finish studying those chapters, then other chapters are very easy for you to learn and to solve questions, and the reactions are so damn easy. We come to the important part of this video of how to study chemistry. I have told you all to go and sit to study chemistry, but how to do it? You have to follow these 3 pillars. First thing is active equation sheet. Take a notebook, divide it into 2 columns. On the left side, write the reactants and the conditions like the temperature, the catalyst, or any other conditions which you have for that equation. And on the right hand side, leave the space blank for the products. Once a day, go through that list, try to know the products, try to answer on your own from your memory, and if you get it wrong, highlight with a red pen or the highlighter, and the next day, again, try to solve that problem. That is how you learn your equations. The second pillar is why over how. In ICSE, they don't just ask about what reacts with what. Like, hydrogen reacts with chlorine to get hydrogen chloride. Everyone knows that. So they are not gonna ask you such an easy question. ICSE loves to ask about what you saw. What are the smells? What are the gases evolves? Or what are the color changes? So rather than focusing on everything, focus on the observations whenever you have reactions. Third pillar is the PYQs. This is one of the biggest secret which I want to tell you all. So please do not tell to everyone, okay? You should not wait to finish the whole syllabus to solve the PYQs. If you finish a chapter, let's say ammonia, flip through the pages of your 10 years question papers, solve the questions which are related to this chapter. This does 2 things. One, it builds confidence. Like you actually solve the questions which were already asked. And the second thing is you know the question pattern, like what kind of a question is about to ask from that chapter, and you can study smartly rather than doing so much hard work. Now let's talk about the mistakes that you might do while studying chemistry. I see many of the top students failing in chemistry because of this 3 traps, which I don't want you all to fall into. Number 1 mistake is ignoring the exceptions. Chemistry is full of exceptions. If you are ignoring the exceptions, then you are only doing the 50% of the subject. ICSE loves to ask weird questions, so they are not gonna be straightforward to you. If I have to give a question for you all right now, it would be:
what is the precipitate that you obtain or you will get when copper reacts with ammonium hydroxide?
3, two, one.
This is a question from analytical chemistry. See, this is how ICSE plays with your brain. You have to be very much cautious about what you learn and how you are learning it. The second mistake is not writing the keywords. Keywords are very important in ICSE. I don't know why. I have seen my friends writing one page of answer for a single question in chemistry, and I say, why? In chemistry, you do not have to write 2 pages, beautiful answers. You just have to write the keywords. Rather than saying that it reacts with both, you have to use it is amphoteric in each. You have to write a dehydrating agent or effervescence, something like that. The third mistake is just reading. I don't know why children just open the chemistry book and read as if like you do not have any reactions or anything. It's just a theory. Please stop doing that, because chemistry is full of exceptions, as I have told, and you need to write and study. I've already made a video of the 5 mistakes that most of the ICSE students do during the exam prep. If you have not watched it yet, go and check it out. I will provide the link in the description. This is time for me to share some tips and tricks for you to tackle the hardest part of the syllabus. I was in the exact position where you are today, so watch this very carefully. Look, when I have to study about the long processes, for example, the contact process or the Haber's process, it was very much difficult. So how did I study? I studied it in the form of a story. I consider the reactants to be one of the character, the temperature to be a vibe, and the catalyst to be a bodyguard. One of the simple trick to study the study of compounds is to not study all the 4 compounds in one day, because it is definitely gonna be too confusing. All the 4 compounds have kind of similar type of processes, so you might get confused in your exam, like which catalyst was used, what was the temperature. So study these compounds one day each. Like today, if you study hydrogen chloride, the next day study ammonia, the next day study nitric acid, like that. Okay. Second thing is the observations. As in this video, I have talked about a lot of observations. How did I actually learn and remember that in exam? What I did was I underlined the words like the dirty green with the same colored ink. Green pen, the reddish brown color with a red pen. Even now, most of the students are struggling to learn the elements in a periodic table. Okay, I was also in the same position if my teacher have not taught me that trick. If you want to learn that trick, comment down. I will make a separate video for that. And also, if you want to know about how to study other chapters, what are the important things, you can comment down. I'll bring that video to you all. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope this helped you a lot. If you want any help, you can comment down. Meet you in my next video. Bye bye.